Hello guys, I'm Nona Prince and welcome to stream. I'm joined by Ashmita and Keshav. Say hi guys.
Hello, people.
Hi from my bat cave.
But oh shit. Galat. Okay. First tell me if you can hear them. There will be little bit technical issues maybe, and if not, that's great. I'm also looking up how much. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, let us know guys if you can hear them. All good. Shazam ready. Hey Shrihari, welcome.
Hello.
Ritvik, Saivi, welcome. Omar, welcome. Hitachi, welcome. Shazam. Yes, it's audible. Great. It's audible, guys. It's audible. So today we are talking about, we are understanding, we are decoding the latest Malayalam film which came out on Sony Live, the greatest OTT platform ever in existence. And so you're talking about Puzhu. Hopefully the pronunciation is right.
No, it's not right. Actually, I got a comment on my channel that you are one of the rare ones who got it right. So it's supposed to be like the last you don't have to say oo for the last you. It's Pura.
Pura.
Yeah.
Pura.
More like UH wala hota hai na? More like that.
Oh.
Okay.
It's like, oh.
Hi Calvin, hi, it's me Jitin, hi Abhijit, hi Nitin. Sajiv says Nona's reviewer universe. No man. Not at all.
No, but I agree. It is.
Arey nahi bhai. Welcome. Well, no, it's not. Okay, Shrihari. You could have told me before also on Discord, but okay. Hey, but people are saying my version is more closer.
Your what?
Puru.
Are you sure there are Malayalis who are saying that?
Yeah. I'm sure like 37 people watching, out of that 36 are Malayalis and one is my mother. Puru.
Pura, yeah.
This was my multiverse of madness. Expecting Janaganama live, guys. I did a poll and people said, do it when it comes out, like the film comes out on OTT. But definitely check out Film Compat's video. They talked with the director and Ashmita was also there, and they didn't invite me. So I am a little bit okay.
You go fight with Arup for that.
No guys, I
Go
love
fight
them.
with him.
I'm sure they have a reason. Like, of course, it's become too crowded when there are so many people. But yeah, I'm just making up stuff. I don't know why they didn't.
I just hope that your video title Let's Decode Pura is not just about how to pronounce it, but we are going deep into the film as well.
See, that's like premium content only for people who stick around. Okay, people are talking about how to pronounce it. Thank you. You should be pronounced. You is not silent. Okay.
No, but I watched the film in Malayalam, and even in that, like in the play where they staged that play,
Yeah.
even they said it Pura.
Please continue. I'm in a different time zone. I'm sorry. Lakshmi. Ni poda.
Who's this for?
I have no idea. Hi guys. Good to see you together. Bye. Alright, I think it's time to get into the movie, guys. And spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the movie, we'll be getting into spoilers. And again, if you enjoy, do like, share, subscribe, check out both of their channels. In the title only itself, you can click on their name and you can directly go to the channel. And yeah, let's begin. Check out their reviews also. Both of them put out their videos. Okay, you know what? Let's not talk about overview. After putting out the video, what did you learn more about the movie? Because I need to answer, like, the elephant in the room, the biryani disaster. But before that, Chechi.
I think the story which was parallelly going on, like I didn't know that was, I thought that was just a made-up story, honestly. Like, it was for the context of the play. But I didn't actually know that, oh, this is actually a story. and that they have mirrored, with the movie. So I feel that if I knew that beforehand, maybe the experience of watching it and referencing it again and again would have been much more enjoyable. Though I understood that yes, they are referencing the story and the movie is mirroring, Mammootty's life like that. But if I knew it, that the context of the story beforehand, I think I would have enjoyed it more. And I still kind of, stand by my review for sure, because I feel that the second plot which was going on, where we see that Mammootty was a police officer and corrupt police officer, and then his entire revenge saga with that guy, I still feel that really did not work for me that much. Like, it did not add or take away anything from his character per se, because I was more inclined towards the family drama, the relationship dynamics which were going on with Mammootty and the son, sister, and the brother-in-law. So that is where the movie actually won me. And the other thing was like, chalo theek hai, it's there. If it was not there also, I don't think it would have made any difference. So, because for me, I think that aspect of the movie, with him with his family, his mother, and all of that, where he goes to the mother trying to justify that his own actions, because of course mother cannot respond. So he is going and he's pouring his heart out. So we see so many nuances in that particular storyline. So for me, that completely works. So yeah, overall, thumbs up for me. This
Okay.
movie.
Srihari, I hate you. Okay. Keshav.
I can't see the comments, so see, I was the last one to put the review on my channel because as always, I got late because I was stuck in other stuff. But so I saw the film when it came, probably the second night, and I wanted to let it sink first, because honest confession, it's the first Mammootty film that I saw ever. Okay, and I was in the awe of this performance that he put up, and I think it's, in a way, it's good that this ended up being his first movie that I watched, because here his larger than life personality was not on screen, right? Here, I could see the acting skills that was on offer, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And so that's one part of the story, and the other thing is what they wanted to tell, and it was also this director's debut, so you have to cut some slack as well, because it's one thing to make a debut, and it's another to have a star like Mammootty in your first film. It's very easy to get carried away when such a huge star is on your project, and yet she was able to probably tell the story she wanted to, and not let Mammootty the star take away the limelight. I thought the dynamics between son and father was more on the foreground than Mammootty the performer. So there were a lot of things that I really wanted to soak in, and then after I watched it and I sort of gathered my thoughts, then I started reading and watching other people's reviews. I saw the biryani disaster and I read the comments, and I so knew that he's going to get some flack for this. And before I even read the comments with the title of the video, and then I knew that probably he might gonna wanna watch it once again to sort of regather the thoughts, because see, even when I watched it, after that I read Indian Express review. Okay, so I got a little bit more clarity from there as well, because I had a few doubts, and some of my doubts got cleared from there, and that's why it took me a couple of days to completely understand what she wanted to tell. And yes, as my review also said, there are flaws in the film, but it still has just enough ingredients to keep me interested.
Yeah.
No, I honestly didn't expect Nona's comments to go so haywire. I mean, I was like, it's not that he's bashing the movie in any way. It's just at one point where
I think it's
it's
not even that. I think it's the term disaster, because just looking at the comments, I can tell who's a person who watches my videos, who's a new person, who has seen the videos and commenting, and who has not even seen the video and commenting. It's very easy to
Correct.
judge that. It's, I think, the term disaster, and it feels like I'm calling the film a disaster, which is not at all a case.
Yeah, that disaster was a triggering word.
Yeah, maybe
I
that's why so many views.
when I was going to watch the film, so I had put like a screenshot in the community section that tonight going to watch
Yeah.
Puzhu and very excited and all. So in that community post itself, somebody commented, "I hope you won't review it like Nona." So I was like, "Oh my god, what has he done?"
I made it. People are mentioning me in someone else's comments. I made it.
You have arrived, Nona.
Yeah, finally. But yeah, so behind disaster, as always, I love creating examples from food related things. It's, I don't know, it's just something I can relate to with films and food. I always come up with these things. So it had happened with Unda, Mammootty's Unda. Same thing, where I was loving the film until the last 5-10 minutes, and then I like, dude, it's like, you're having such a good meal, and the last bite, savor it, it should be the best, and the end of a food should be that. It's be like you'll remember it for a long time, and then suddenly it just ruined, due to something. And then biryani came to mind. It has happened to me, so I kind of created that. And here again, same thing happened, that okay, same thing happened, that by the end suddenly it's it's like how I see film, right? Like the filmmaker takes my hand and takes me to the story, through the story, what he wants to show, what he wants to show and everything. And then we reach at the end, and I reflect at the journey, and then I assess, it was good or not, what I liked, what I didn't like. Here the ending feels like you're taking me to the journey, and then you just push me somewhere and you ran away, and wait, what, where am I, should I go from here? And then again, some people told in the comments, how it's related to that play, and that play, the stories from Mahabharata and everything. And I kind of like in the video also I mentioned that from the play what I got is that king versus the nature, and king looks down at the nature, and now nature will fight back, like the worm and everything, right? So it's in the same way what the story is. And that's how we connect that guy, because he did that to his father, now he'll take revenge and all of that. But it's like, it's not convincing. And then I saw it the second time, I watched with my mother, and I watched it in Hindi. The dubbing is okay, like remember the scene where the lady comes to his house for to collect garbage?
Yeah.
In Hindi,
Right.
the dialogue is, "Can I clean your room?" And Mammootty is like, "No."
I know.
I told my mother,
Right.
and she's like, "Of course, it makes no sense. Someone lady is coming and can I clean your room?" So dubbing is okay, but what I understood in the last part portion, right? Like clearly, and also there were some comments saying that maybe you are right, that even the last part is hallucination. That he's imagining, the guy is not there. He's just imagining it. And that theory is also cool. But I watched the movie again, right? At the end, when when he's holding him with the neck, he removes the knife, right?
Right.
And then he's cuts his hand, and after that we never see anything on his hand, Mammootty's hand. And they're not even trying to show, they're just trying to hide it. Sometime I am seeing like a scratch kind of a thing, then there's nothing. I'm like, is it a continuity error? Is it that you
Okay.
understand it's hallucination, it's not real? He's still hallucinating. This guy didn't reach up here out of nowhere. So I'm
that's a
more
good
confused
theory.
now. I'm more confused. Because if it's hallucination, then your play thing, right? The story you're telling from the play, then it doesn't fit here, because it's his thoughts and his own, paranoia killing him. Then, what you're trying to say from the play. But then you are showing
Right.
his whole backstory in that ending. That what has happened to his father, then what happened to mother, the brother. Then I'm wondering, if it's hallucination, how does Mammootty knows all about that? So it's just more
Well,
confusing.
I don't know. I never thought it was hallucination. Like that thought didn't even cross my mind. I was always thinking that these are two parallel plots which are going. going on. And I'm totally invested in one, and for the other one I really don't care, because they're not giving me, you know, much backstory and all of that. I just know it from the dialogue. So I really did not get so much invested in like him being a police officer and then
And
arresting the guy.
More
So
than
all
that,
of that.
more than that, you know, at least that was still a little bit relevant, where he's you know, beating up the brother-in-law and all that thing, and arresting that guy during the 2011 World Cup. But the one thing which really was more of a nothing more than a filler was all those business meetings. I mean, the movie starts somewhere with those kind of meetings and those characters coming in, you know, eating together and
Right.
looking at farmhouse, and you tend to think that okay, something might have to do with these guys or something. It's just a digression which, you know, probably to put audience off the course, and you know, so that they suddenly get surprised by what's to come. But more than the police background and all, I think this was more irrelevant.
Yeah. Why did you
Correct.
leave the server after watching Beast? Oh man, let's not talk about Beast. Art is a misunderstood masterpiece. Why not? The writer of Unda and Puru was the same. That's one thing people told me in the comments. Showing so many politics. Saivi says the perfect trio for discussion. Thank you.
I think it's the first time we are coming together on a channel other than mine, right? We have been together only twice, and both of them were on my channel.
No, Yara.
Yeah.
I have your picture for thumbnail. We did something before.
No. We three, all three of us.
Oh, all three of us. Okay.
Yeah. We did Minnal Murli and one
Yeah,
more
yeah,
on my
yeah.
channel, but here it's first time.
Captain Kenyam says they could have ended the film soon after Mammootty commits the murder and comes sits with his son. Even I thought like the film will end there, and then it didn't. It just moves on. So you know, my whole thought was that these things were happening to him, right, throughout the film. And so I saw this English movie. I'll not name it because I don't want to ruin it if you have not seen it. In that film also, you feel like, oh my, some big conspiracy is going on, and then you realize it's not a conspiracy. It's actually him just thinking, imagining schizophrenia, basically. And he's just paranoid that someone is going to kill him. You know, him going to the guy who had shot him before. And then, you know, going, you did it. I know you did it. And then next time, you know, he kills himself because he's basically... And even the first time, he didn't shoot him. By mistake, Mammootty shot himself. That's what I understood from the dialogue. Right?
Yes.
So it's like,
correct.
He's just paranoid that people are just trying to kill him. And that's the... you know, that's why I feel like why he thinks that, because he's haunted by his past. That what all he has done in his life, it's all coming back now. So he's always scared looking over his shoulder. You know?
Right.
So in that sense, I thought everything is, you know, going on. It's just imagining. You know,
Right.
what if, you know, that in the elevator, that thing just to added, you know, to have fragrance in the lift, right?
Even I thought initially
You know-
that would be the case. But then, because he went to the dog, and
Yeah.
after that, you know, in his house also, because when he's putting in that mask, then he went to the dog. Till that point also I was thinking maybe it's paranoia, but when he goes to the dog and he puts the mask, the dog sort of, I don't know, that also
it's
is
not
open to
clear.
discussion,
Yeah,
because you
it's-
don't know if he sleeps.
We
or
don't
he
know
dies.
if even that happens. We are looking at it through his perspective, right? Later we don't
Very
find,
funny.
oh, a dog died in the colony. We don't get anything, right?
That's
So and also you know, that scene where he goes to his son after that and says, you hate me, right? I'll die. And he literally acts, because throughout the film, if you notice, whenever he starts that machine, we hear a beep. In that scene we don't.
Right.
So that means he was acting in front of him. He was manipulating him. Oh, I'll die. Oh, you know, acting like that.
That makes sense, right? Because he wanted to get something out of his son, because he knew that he
some
was
confession.
all alone, and
No, he already had
somebody...
confessed, right?
Huh?
He had
He
already
confessed,
confessed.
na?
He said no, Amir came.
No. He confessed after that scene that
Yeah.
Amir came.
In that scene only, when he says, okay, I'm gonna die, and that's when he breaks down and he says,
Yes.
Amir came.
Yeah.
Hunger
Okay.
Game.
Yeah,
Yes.
so
That happens
that
after.
scene.
Okay.
So if he's actually acting to, that I'll die, and so that makes sense because he wanted to
Yeah.
get a confession. But you know what I felt was, I don't know if you guys saw my review. I felt it's they've left so much on to the audience, like to interpret the title and the term "poor" can be interpreted in so many ways. What I thought was, so when we think of "poor" or a worm, we just think it's just a little creature. How harmful can it be? Okay, it, people can easily just walk over a worm, right? So it's benign. So what I felt was his own brain, which was telling him all these stories, because fear is born out of stories we tell ourselves. So the paranoia and whatever he was feeling, I thought that can be interpreted as Pura as well, because it's so much easy for everyone goes through it. It's so easy for us to just neglect what our mind is telling us, and we just blame it onto external circumstances, right? That this is why it's happening, this is why it's happening. And the other thing I thought that Puri can also be interpreted is, his constant kuch to log kahenge syndrome, that what will this society say if this happens or that happens. Okay, at the end also, when he's with his mother and he's just concerned about how his sister uh, you know made it hell for them to live in this society. So all these fears
Right.
probably were the puru for him, and at the end, that's what actually ends up killing him, if he actually got killed.
That's a nice way to look at it, actually. Yeah. Though for me, I really felt that you were right in a way that it leaves a lot to the audience to sort of interpret, because his character is like, there's so many variations and shades to him. It's not just what will society think. It's so many things, like how it affects his parenting, it affects his business relationships, it affects how he's talking with the guard and all, like that overconfidence. Oh, my society doesn't need
Yeah.
CCTV cameras, everybody knows everybody, this and that. Added to that paranoia that, oh, he has the access to everybody's fingerprints and this and that. Like, the paranoia runs in so many different aspects. Like, he wants to be his son's friend, but he also wants to manipulate and control him, and wants the son to follow exactly everything that he said. I love that scene so much, where he says, tomato, like he's saying, no, we have
Yeah.
fruits, different fruits every day, and then he says a tomato is a fruit. That he's adamant that no, it is not a fruit, it's a vegetable, and Google is
Even
wrong and this and
even
that.
that the
That's
teeth
one of
should
my
be
favorite
white.
scenes.
It's
Oh
yeah. It should
yes,
actually be
those are my
yellowish.
favorite
Yeah.
scenes, actually. Yeah.
It's like he
So
wants to be that.
I loved how his character was written. Yeah.
Yeah. It's also one thing, right? Like these these people, right, who have this bigoted mind, and that's how they have been raised. They also feel today, they feel attacked, that they are in danger because they cannot have that control and authority today, because today people will voice against them, you know and they feel like they are being suppressed. you know that's also one feeling, right? Like we I maybe put my wife down or put women down around me, but today I cannot because people will call me out, so I have to be quiet. I want to, but I cannot. It's like going against their nature. They are also getting suppressed, they're getting depressed, but in a
Right,
twisted
right.
way.
In a twisted way, because he also sort of mentions that when he is talking to the son, where he finds that chess, this thing,
Yeah, king.
he
Yeah.
says, no, that I think that was the king, white king. So he sort of mentions that my dad used to beat me and all of that. I never beat you, I want to be your friend. Like, he's justifying everything in a way, showing that how much worse his father was and what all he had
Like
to
it's
endure.
it's a blessing for you that I'm not like him.
Yes, exactly.
There's an interesting comment here. Bobby says there are 3 different types of Puru Takshak. Wait. Takshakan transformations, like the original from Mahabharata. Amir, Kuttan's caste beliefs, and Kuttappan ending the family's curated beliefs. Wait, what is Takshakan transformation? Is it
Read
that the
comment.
snake?
I can't see that comment.
It's way up.
But my favorite comment so far is
I'll
it's
pin
not
it. I'll
everyone's
pin it.
plate of biryani.
See, that's the thing, right? When I said biryani disaster, it doesn't matter which kind of biryani it is. Even if it's like, what do you call it? Veg biryani or pulao, like whatever. It doesn't matter. Hey, we have a super chat by Norway Machan. Guys, nice to see you together. Ashmita, big fan of your smile with positivity. Could you please discuss solely about Mammootty, his range and versatility in choosing roles and compared to other superstars in different industries? We were actually gonna come to that, but thank you for super chat. Yeah, so by the time, guys, can you tell about the transformation thing that comment was talking about? Okay, Mammootty. First of all, I've been, I've seen his films and all. How much I have understood that he is not like, that kind of a superstar like a Salman or even Mohanlal in this era. He has been the actor guy, the actor star. So stardom comes later, but he's actor first, and I think he has said that also, that I prefer to be an actor than a star. And whatever films I've seen, except the Bhishma Paravam kind of ones, I've seen 2 or 3 of them. But whatever other films I've seen, like recently he did a film with Ram. Come on. No, don't do it. It's a Tamil film where, come on, guys in the chat, let me know. It's an outstanding film. Again, it's like an indie kind of film. Very emotional, very, not a character study, but a very internal drama. Let me know the name, guys. I forgot. Peranbu. Yeah. Yeah,
Peranbu.
with Ram. Yeah.
Oh, I
So
love that movie so much.
when I
One of
saw
my
that,
favorite
right,
movies.
I was like, okay, I can really understand what Mammootty is gonna try with his films and what Mohanlal is trying, right? I think the best I've seen with Mohanlal was Drishyam 2 recently, where I could see he's performing as an actor and not a star. Other than that, like comparatively, I know it's like even Amitabh Bachchan for that sake, right? I don't remember. Like I think Gulabo Sitaba was the one where I saw Amitabh, even Piku, I guess, where I saw Amitabh Bachchan really getting into a character and not being himself. At the end giving a big monologue. So those two films were really.
Probably because he didn't look like himself in Gulabas Tavo.
But
With the
in
fake nose.
But dude, that character was like very weird. But even Piku, right? He looks like that, but it's a very different character. He feels like he's into a character, not Amitabh Bachchan playing something. So Mammootty is someone in that generation of the actor who's really trying so many different roles, and every role stands out. And I've even seen his older films where he just is so good. Like doing films like that in those times. Even Mohanlal did those days. But like older films are just outstanding with him. But what are your thoughts? Like he's open to working with new directors and all, right?
Yeah, that's one thing that I love about him, that he works with a lot of new directors, and without thinking that, oh, if the movie is gonna work or not. That's one great thing. Of course, with the older films, really right now I have to discover that side of Mammootty. But in the newer films also, what I've seen, like the Masi films, of course, Bhishma Parvam is there, and that one movie where he's playing the politician, that movie.
Yeah.
So that there he is showing that star persona, the mega star and all of that. But the other films, like this one, my God, and Peran Bhutto is like absolutely favorite of mine. In fact, that was my first movie that I've watched of Mammootty. So I've seen sort of, I can say, both sides. Even if in The Priest also, which is like a strictly very, very average movie, he was into the character. Like I liked him in the role. So that's what I really find great about him, is the range. Even if in Bhishma Paravam it's very, very massy and all of that, I never felt while watching in the theater that, oh, I am watching Mamuka. I was like, this is Michael.
Yeah.
He convinced me that this was Michael and not Mamuka playing this particular role. And same happened with this movie in Puzhu. For not a single second, I was like, I was hating on this character like anything. So it didn't even cross my mind that, oh, Mamuka is playing this role. So it is Mammootty that I'm seeing, the megastar that I'm seeing on screen. So I think he has, And I also react to the mashups and all of that, right? I've done plenty, so I have seen Mammootty mashups, and there was this one really well compiled video where there are snippets of his different films from the beginning, like his breakthrough roles and really good roles. I think 30 roles of his from various films. So there were snippets of his acting over there, and I could really see that like there is this whole treasure of older films that I still have to watch of him, which I've not watched. And from those snippets only, I could understand that, dude, this man is something else only, another league only of acting.
Yeah. There's also one of his film called Munirap, which got ruined for me because of subtitles, but okay. Keshav?
Oh, okay. Actually, for the older films, that's the problem.
It's not even old, it's like 2009, 10 something. But yeah, it's like every 10 seconds, not 10 seconds, every 2 minutes, the subtitles were, not coming on time.
Oh,
So it
okay,
was
yeah,
on
that's
time and then
irritating.
not coming on time. Yeah.
Is that also on
And the
Sony
film
Liv?
is very slow. It's very slow. It's like at moments it's just nothing is happening, but something is going on, like slowly. Just let slow burn. And because of this, I'm
Right.
more. Now, I don't know. I am irritated because the film is slow. I'm irritated because of the subtitles. So that really pissed me off. So yeah.
Okay.
Is that also on Sony Liv?
No.
Because the
It's-
subtitle issue is with Sony Liv a lot.
It was pre Sony Liv.
Okay.
This incident happened before even Sony Liv came out. Hey, 100 people watching, guys. Hit that like button so more people join.
Oh, sorry, Nona, I didn't like the video. Wait, let me like it.
Array, it's okay.
Now I liked it.
You both are exception.
No, I still like it.
Keshav, anything to say on Mammootty?
Yeah, as I said, it was my first Mammootty film, so I was taken aback. And I, at the same time, I regret for not watching his films earlier. Although I've been watching Malayalam films only for the last year since I started my channel. But at the same time, I'm also happy that Puzhu was the first film that I watched, because here, so much of his acting skills are there to
Right.
watch, and because it's like there was a lot of underplaying, very very subtle things that he has done, and it's
Exactly.
only somebody of his experience or his pedigree can effortlessly achieve that, because and also special mention to the child artist, because for
Yeah.
him to be playing almost every scene was with Mammootty, right? So for him it was kind of paradox, because see, so he's a child artist, right? And then you have a superstar like Mammootty in front of you. So as an actor, it's important you don't get intimidated by his presence, but for the character, it's important to get intimidated by that character, right? So you have to find that sweet spot and that balance between, and I think that child artist did so well. So credit to Ratheena for bringing out that performance from the child artist as well.
Yeah. A lot of recommendations. I feel sad for Keshav, but he did get the capability of Mammootty. Tovino's 2 films are coming in June. There was one comment about Sony Liv, the content they're putting out. I seriously don't get it, man. Why I think Amazon still puts out a good content, but I don't know why Netflix is not like bidding against Sony Liv. Like the UI is no comparison. Netflix is way better than Sony Liv, but yeah.
See, UI-wise, Netflix has the best UI. I hate Prime's UI. It's very difficult on television. It's easier here. The Sony Liv UI is bad, but the content is not.
Yeah.
I don't
Content-wise,
know.
Sony Liv is-
Netflix UI, I don't like one thing. Like, so I put it on my Mac. So whenever you put your cursor on anything, that trailer starts playing, and this. I mean, even if you don't want to, it starts playing. So that way, I like Prime more, because you can just scroll
I
onto
think
that.
there is a setting. There is a setting to turn it off.
but by default that's the setting, right? So
Yeah.
in Prime, at least, when you scroll over something and put your cursor there, so it just maximizes it and you can just read the synopsis, and that's little better
Right.
than
Yeah.
Netflix.
Keshav Nona watched the Indomitable Thespian. You will get an overview of his career. Ash already seen it.
Yes, that's the video. That's the video I'm referencing. Yes.
Okay.
A lot of people are saying Ash fans in the chat. Make some noise, Ash fans.
Really.
Oh, they call you Ash.
I found out right now. I also did not know.
And I found out they call you Ash and Nona calls you Chechi right now.
Nona to calls me Chechi.
Okay. I'm getting lost in the chat. Like, yeah. So we're talking
Yeah,
about
there are
that
lots of
thing, right?
comments.
The 3 transformations. So basically, in that story, what happens? The Snake King becomes a fruit, then it becomes a worm, and then it kills the king. So I think those are the 3 transformations they're talking about. Amir, his bigoted nature, and I think Parvati's husband. Or him
Yeah, I
naming
think
him.
he treated Parvati's husband as useless as a worm, right? Because at times we see a worm with so much of disgust and hate because of how it looks in real lives. That's how he looked at him. I mean, he couldn't even look at him eye to eye, right? Whenever he would come, he would
Right.
just turn away, and even in the lift, there was some awkward silence.
Yeah, okay.
So I think that is also one way of interpreting the title, that he looked at that guy as useless as a worm.
Yeah. So it's like Kuttappan's ending the family's curated beliefs that, not marrying.
But did you guys expect him to all of a sudden kill both of them in that scene? Did you see it coming?
I think
I did not see it.
I think it was planted, right? When he tells the mother, like he's talking, like when he brings Parvati to meet her, and he says, I brought her last time here, so you can meet her for the last time. So I understood there that he's planning
Yeah,
to kill.
that is.
That's why I thought he's trying to kill her. And then again, of course, the one more thing that the baby being named Nageli, right? If I'm not wrong.
Nangeli.
Yeah, so
Yes.
Nangeli. So I didn't know about that. So in the comments, people told me what's that. So even that actually makes a lot of sense if you know it.
Was there a trigger for him?
Yeah, because the name is actually she was not social reform. I don't know what's the right term for it. Like she fought against these there was so basically I don't know how to phrase it for YouTube. Don't want to get demonetized.
So was that somebody from scheduled caste or scheduled?
Yeah, so
tribe,
basically
that name?
so there was a thing in Kerala in past where 17th century, if I'm not wrong, where women of lower caste could not hide their chest. They couldn't put a cloth, and if they want to put a cloth, they had to pay tax for it.
Oh yeah. I've seen a short film on
So
that.
she
Yes.
was the one who fought against it, and she cut both of it and gave it as a tax.
Yeah.
So that's
I
the
understood.
like a very cut down version of story, so I don't get demonetized.
No,
But so that's the
got
basic
it.
thing,
Got
and
this.
that's why when he says I'll name her that, he got triggered. That was a trigger point for him.
Because I actually, till that point where he, before going to meet them, he takes out that gun, right?
And even drinks. I think that's the
That
first
moment I
time.
thought-
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, is he really going to kill them? But then he puts it back. So I thought, maybe not. But I didn't see that coming. Where he's
Because
gonna take that.
because before that he
trophy and
also
just hit it.
tells Parvati, right? We can change the kid, like we can make him Brahmin, and people will just some days they'll make noise, and then it'll be okay. Just like how Sri Devi's daughter
Correct.
we did. So I think he was going in, okay, I'll not kill her, we can still do it. And because I think that's where that video comes in, where we never see what happens after that when he's down. And that's the first time the video is paused, but then we keep seeing how video goes ahead with Parvati, right?
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
when he hits him first, and when she comes out, my first my hunch was that she'll pour the hot tea on him or something. She'll fight back or something. I didn't expect him to kill her as well, because I thought, okay, he looks at the brother-in-law with so much disgust and hate, so he'll kill him. And there is some soft spot still for the sister, so probably he'll not harm her or anything, and she might just fight back. But when he kills her as well, so that was I didn't see that coming at all.
Yeah. I was like he would kill both. He'll not kill one. And also, did you guys realize that she got married, and for 10 years she was married, and then I don't know, the husband died or what, she broke up, and then she went with him. Did you guys get it?
The husband died, no? So that Mammootty's Kuttan's friend, that
the
that
brother.
guy,
Oh, that's
his brother. His
Okay.
brother was her husband.
Correct.
I was wondering, is it? No.
No? It was the 10th death anniversary, no, of that guy.
Yes.
Okay, now it
He
all
went there,
makes
no?
more sense.
Oh yes, now I should delete my video and make a new review. Yes.
Now it's not biryani disaster anymore, is it?
No, it still is, but okay. His son had a chance to say "Okay, boomer" to every dialogue Mammootty says. Lol.
But did you
I
guys
love
understand?
when the son blatantly said, "I don't like you."
I don't like
love
you.
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, that was.
So he just blatantly said and just walks away. That was a very powerful scene.
And I think
One
then
question which I want to ask both of you and even people in the comments: why he always paused that old video at a certain point in when? So first of all, why are they watching the same thing every night? And secondly, on exact same point, why does he pause there?
So my theory is that at that moment he says that he has fallen, and Parvati, like we later get to know it's Parvati saying it, that I'll pick him up, and he says don't pick him up, he has to get up himself. And again he pauses it every time there, so he telling his son that you have to get up yourself.
So he's like making him like ready for the outside world as he grows up, like making him stronger and mature.
Also showing her the mother, so that we both love you, see your mother every day, that he doesn't miss the mother. So because he didn't marry, remember the dialogue that was very weird, that her friend, when they go to their place to eat, and the friend is like, can I eat biryani next to you? You never got married again? I'm like, okay. All right, okay.
Maybe a better actor would have made it seem less awkward.
Like no reason he doesn't go to anyone's place. You know. Mammootty was a ticking bomb in the movie. Bharati always hoped that her brother would change. She even thought that such a change was bound to happen soon. That's why it took her too long to process that happened in the final scene. Alright. He pauses because he doesn't like Parvati's character who appears later in the video. Oh, that makes more sense, honestly.
One thing which I liked later on, which I realized that if you remember in the opening sequence, they actually show Amir taking care of that dog. So and at the end it turns out that it was Amir all the time who was plotting and planning the killing. So it's kind of like the main villain is crossing in front of you and you have no idea he's going to be the guy at the end. It's
also that, right? Like he even looks at the dog that he's same as these other people. If I kill him, doesn't matter, right? Hey, one more super chat by the Norway Machan. Guys, did you notice the expression change on Mammootty's face after he said no to garbage collecting lady? It was like
his paranoia was increasing again and again and again. Like
I think it was like
when he started to take the locks and
everything. It was like she asked, "Can I take garbage?" No garbage today, and then he closes the door. There was this funny comment. Where is it? Mammootty and Narendra Modi born in the same year. Just saying. Why Malayalam films are not winning in box office? Anyone wants to take that?
Who asked this question? Nona, you take that.
Pill header. Like, I think it's very straightforward.
See, I think right now, just because KGF or RRR or Pushpa did so well pan India box office wise. First of all, these films can't even be compared because they are made on such a scale, and the content is supposed to be more massy. And I think uh, the majority films that come from Kerala don't just target mass. I think it's more content based than just what other industries do. So I think that's one reason, and also like I thought that Janagana Mana might have somewhere that kind of magic which the other two did, but even there, like maybe something to do with the the kind of superstars that probably Tamil industry or Telugu or Kannada now with Rocky have got, like the superstardom as in pan India. Like if you would ask a layman in Delhi or some part of North India who is Mammootty or Mohanlal, they might not know. But right now they might know KGF or or Bahubali or even Rajamouli or anything. So I think it's until they reach that kind of they have that kind of reach. I don't think they'll make that kind of box office money.
No, it's also about. I feel marketing plays a huge role here. You need to pump in that kind of money to create a pan India presence. So, like Janaganamana, like I said, you said, no, it had potential. I also feel it had the potential, but then it needs to be promoted in a very, very larger scale. You need that many screens also to do that collection.
But then do you think
like there was one show. There was one show.
The kind of content it had, I mean, it would have had a very polarizing views. Like because RRR and KGF, they're just meant to be, just close your eyes and you are here to get entertained. But Janaganamana and films like that make you think. And everybody doesn't want to watch that kind of films. Everybody just some people just want to get entertained. They want to watch these brainless stuff.
In case of Janaganamana, it's also because there's a lot of competition going on. So there's anyways less number of screens. But I feel like, see, the simple thing is that the moment you want to reach to more people, you have to, cater to the lowest common denominator. You have to make a film which is accessible, understandable by like the, basic people living in India. Triple R does it, KGF does it, right. Pushpa does it. And, films like Pushpa, KGF, it's not, suddenly it happened. It has been going on. People love watching dubbed versions on YouTube and on TV. It has been going on. It suddenly now transformed into theater because what Pushpa tried. And KGF already made a big noise on OTT when it came out. It made big noise when the first one came out. And Chapter 2, any movie with 2 which had so much hype does really well. So
but even then,
there's no comparison.
Even then it's also important that you can't just show anything on the name of catering that lowest denominator, because that we saw with Beast, right? It just tanked because there was way too much stupidity and idiocy.
It didn't tank, but okay. Like they made money.
Yeah, it made money. Actually, it did make money.
Must have made money in Tamil Nadu, right?
Pushpa.
Yeah, it made, I think, 180 crores.
Yeah.
All over India or
like
all
total?
Over
I don't know how much each region, but total they made that money. Yeah. But my point is that, see, even Beast, right? It was like a half-baked.
You need to create that base.
Yeah, half-baked effort. It was basically like at the end, it was a Tamil movie until 2 months before the release. So it's a pan-India film. So it doesn't work like that. You have to plan it advance. Like Rajamouli said, that he writes his script, sends it to the script writers for each language, takes the script back and modifies the dialogue so the lip sync matches in each language. How much effort is that? Of course, the film will take so long. That's why every language works so well,
Even with Vikram, I don't think they are, putting it out as a pan-India film. It's only people who are thinking like, okay, this might be that Tamil answer to KGF and RRR. But even with that trailer, I just felt that this might be a blockbuster in Tamil Nadu, but outside of that, even in Kerala because of Fahad's presence, but still outside of that, how much people are excited about Vikram in North Belt as much as they were for RRR and KGF.
Someone says Beast was total was 250 crores. But yeah, you know, like
Okay.
if you want to reach, as I said again, if you want to reach the biggest audience possible, you have to make a film which that audience understand, right? For even Janagana Mana, right? It has a lot going on that an average person doesn't want to apply that much mind on, you know.
Yeah.
It you that's what I know. I made a video before also that the audience is so up to the standard where people in Kerala can make these films and they'll be appreciated. There are not even there are films like that if you show normal people like are boring, what is this, I just want entertainment, I want to
Right.
put my mind off, already everything is going haywire around me, and to just freeze my mind, and that's what I want to watch, and I want to watch it again and again. That's why KGF, people are just watching it like 5-6 times. RRR people are, I watched RRR three times. So it's like so engaging, to be transported to somewhere else, and you have to the story should demand that.
So,
Don't have a story and put it on that. Oh, now I'll put these things so everyone enjoys it. Doesn't work like that.
Can you think of any Malayalam film in recent times which goes in that category?
I think Marakkar had that appeal, but again, it just maybe it could have been pitched a better way. It was okay. I think story wise also it was okay, but if they had pitched it in a better sense, it would have done. I think Saira also had the same feeling with Saira and Marakkar. Both had that big vision, but it was how you pitch the movie and how it's understandable by common people. Like in Marakkar, there's a lot of things which, as a non-Keralite, I don't understand really well. The geography, the dynamics. So I think that doesn't work in its favor. But yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, I feel the dialogues need to be more simplistic in that way. Even though Marakkar had that pan-India feel, still I would say that in terms of the dialogues and all, there was a lot of it that, okay, you had to concentrate that, otherwise you'll miss the connections.
Like Bansali films, right? Even Bajirao, if you don't know about Maratha Empire and all of it doesn't matter. His focus is on the love story and what he has to do as extending his empire. And how is that interfering with the love? And that's the basic. That's what you have to focus on. You don't have to set up, oh, this king Maratha is doing this and that has to happen. No, it's just okay. He's a great ruler. He's a great warrior. He wins wars, and now get into the main plot I want to show. Padmavat, simple. Don't have to establish who Khilji is, where did he come from. There's an intro scene. He is ruling. He got to know about Padmavat. He is here to done. Just focus on main things.
Did Keshav freeze?
No, I don't think so.
Freeze?
No,
not for me.
Oh my! I don't know. In my screen, you are frozen.
Oh, am I frozen on YouTube as well? Can you check?
Wait. No, you're fine on YouTube.
Did Beast remind you of Die Hard? I don't know.
Oh God.
No.
Beast is Tamil Nadu's answer to nothing. Oh my God. Vikram Tamil movie facing big competition Kerala. Oh my God, I have to talk about this. What's with this? Like, I think 4 major releases on 3rd June. Prithviraj, Thuramukham, Major, and one more movie is coming out there. No, it's not that. On 3rd it's coming out. Vikram is coming out, right? Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Everyone is gonna, like, 2 movies I understand. Okay, 2 movies release. It's okay. At least there's one option you can have it. There are 4 films, like, they'll eat each other's market first of all.
So which are the other 2 from Vikram, Prithviraj and?
Prithviraj, Malayalam, Thuramukham. And Major.
And Thuramukham.
And 3 of them are like pan-India films, considered. So I have no idea what's happening.
No, Major to is pan-India. Major to is promoted that way.
It's in 3 languages, not in 5. Lucifer collected a good amount of money. Hope Empuran does. I think Lucifer was the biggest Malayalam film till now with 150 or 200 something. People talking about movies unrelated to the discussion. Yes. Okay. Let's get back.
By the way, getting back to put a special mention to Jakes Bejoy. I mean, he seems to be the busiest music composer in Malayalam industry. Every second trailer, it's his name. Good. Every second trailer I see is Jakes Bejoy, because I always, being a musician, I always see in the credits, okay, who is doing the music for this. So in Tamil,
He's so good.
in Tamil it's Anirudh who is doing every second film, and in Malayalam it's Jakes.
But he's amazing. I absolutely love the BGM he gives.
Yeah.
It just totally changes the mood. That same goes with Anirudh also.
Yeah.
For me, oh my god, I cannot get over the Jana Gana Mana BGM, and that's what I was thinking when I was watching Puzhu. I was like,
Oh shit.
Okay, for me now, Ashmita
Yeah,
is frozen.
she's frozen. I cannot wait to watch Janamagana Mana again. Whenever it comes out, guys, we'll do a live watch
Do you
along.
think part 2 will come out this year itself?
Let's see,
Something
man.
something like Vasipur.
It'll be interesting if they do that. That'll be like the quickest thing. But I think
Because-
also marketing wise, like you want to like create that hype, like oh next year coming, like that. Yeah, she's back.
I'm back.
I was just gonna say that even in Bollywood, there's a guy who's very busy, Tanik Bakshi,
Yeah.
making remakes after remakes. Arey yaar, let's do this one day, yaar. Keshav. Understanding music. Let's do a session.
Yeah, even
So
Ashmita wanted to do something similar on her channel.
My idea was
Yes.
that I have a playlist, and we'll go through the playlist, and I want to know from you why I like this song.
You want to know from me why you like it?
Yeah,
मैं मतलब
like I want to.
तमाशा वाला डायलॉग याद आ रहा है, अपनी कहानी मेरे से पूछता है.
I want you to break down like what is that I'm like, and what's the common theme among the music choices that's working for me. Like I want to know. I don't like this mystery.
Sure, it'll be fun.
Like I think we can do it on Discord, so people on Discord can hear the music which we are talking about, and on stream, and we can just it'll be fun exercise. And even you can just create something on the go if it like really works, if you can identify what it is that I like. Is it like whatever I don't know, man. I don't understand music. Thurumakam is gonna overshadow by the massive ones. Yeah. No way it's releasing near me.
By the way, are you guys excited for this movie 12th Man? I saw the trailer, it just didn't appeal as much to me. I mean,
I'm very excited.
I'm just after, Drishyam 2. I'm just anything. I'm up for Jitu Joseph. He can, he literally played with me, I feel offended, but I liked it. That he played with me. No, it's a drama, it's nothing, it's not like the first one. And then he just does it again.
12th Man and Jin are releasing on the same day, right?
I have no idea.
Jin is also releasing then.
It's in theater, I guess, in Jin.
I don't know. Jin is, I think, in theaters, but
I think both of them are coming on 23rd, if I'm not wrong.
Ajay Devgan's next remake, 12th Man.
Sorry, 20th. I think they're coming on 20th.
20th.
Nona, any special for May 21st for Mohanlal's birthday? Aratta review? Nah, just kidding.
This time we'll watch it for real.
So his birthday is on 21st May.
Yeah.
Okay, and 12th Man is coming on
20th. Yeah.
So birthday release.
Actually, Anirudh is saving the whole Kollywood. Pichwa said that Janagana Mana, as per contract, after 40 days from release date, it will be streaming in Netflix. So mostly June 1st, 2nd week. Okay, great. We'll be watching live, guys. Join us for that. It'll be fun.
Watching live what?
Janagana Mana when it drops.
Okay.
Hey Nona, Joe's Anthony's next movie is Mammootty. Chechi can tell us more about Joe's Anthony.
we didn't talk for the next movie. We asked about part 2. So he's like, that he's still thinking about that story, because of course the writer is like, it needs to click with me. That we have not given any deadline or so that this is the time frame that we.
Has it not been short?
I thought they already know what's the second part. The way they ended the first movie. So
we asked him. because you completely threw us off in the first film because you showed something from the second one, and then you revealed too much about the second film. So are you going to throw us off completely? Like, these scenes are going to be there or not going to be there? So he had this wicked smile on his face, and then he said that about the timelines. He said basically we have not committed any timeline because I'll take my own sweet time to, like, when it feels that this is the right story that we have, then only we'll go ahead. So we have no deadlines that this is the time frame that we have to finish making this movie or finish writing the script and stuff like that. It's like, once the story I am totally convinced, then the shooting and all will happen quickly.
Okay. DJ Josh said he's a big fan of Ashmita. Okay. I did spot he mentioned about that in the teaser you put out about the social experiment point. Guys, check out
he's right. They know the story but not the script. He's right. The comment is correct.
Yeah, guys, check out the full video on Film Copas channel. As an audience, I don't feel we need visual extravaganza to make us watch again and again. It's about how the movie keeps you hooked on screen. It's all about the story, screenplay, and yeah, visuals are part of that. So even if it's visuals that's driving you, what does it matter? Like for Janagana Mana, it's the content, and for RRR, it's everything, and KGF, it's also whatever like you like, right?
Yeah, every movie serves a different purpose.
The worst thing.
It's the music that keeps.
Yeah, it's like multiple things. The worst thing I get is like, how you said that for that movie, and now this movie you're saying this. I'm like, dude, they're two separate things. You cannot compare what I said for that, and it same goes for every movie now which exists. Jitu just said.
Even for a movie like this, for Puzhu, I mean, for some people who absolutely do not like slow burn films, where even though we know, like all three of us say, that yes, there's so much nuanced messaging, and this character, it's like a character study. Somebody might just say, no, this is a boring film, and just leave it at that. I mean, you can just max try and convince that person that no, these are the things that are so good about the movie. But then if a person just says that no, it was boring for me, then it was boring for that person. You can't help it.
Yeah. I think Mike said it, that the first 10 minutes, the movie tells you how it should be watched. And that's how you watch the movie. If you watch the movie the way you want it to be, then it will not work out.
That's a good point. Wow. Whoever said it.
Who's Mike?
Mike McHale is like, he writes for Variety, I think. I don't know. He's like an international critic.
Nice. That's actually a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's the movie's perspective. Like, you might agree or disagree with it.
Yeah. They know the story, but not the full script. Okay. Oh, you already said that. Sani Kathyam. Did you guys watch?
No.
I was watching it only right now before coming to this live. So it's the last 30 minutes left.
We're actually gonna do 3 movies today, but then we thought, okay, let's just do Puzhu.
I was watching Better Call Saul today.
Oh. It's like the sequel to this, right?
Prequel. It's a.
Oh, prequel to, okay.
It's a spin-off of Breaking Bad. By the way, any of you watch This Is Us?
I answered your poll.
Ashmita, are you like updated to the last episode, like tomorrow?
No, not yet. I have not.
Because
I have to watch this season. This season?
Oh.
Yeah, I've not.
Tomorrow is the second last episode of the final season, and next week it will get over.
That's why I've not. See, with This Is Us, that's the problem. They ended in such a cliffhanger now that I feel like, when is the next episode? So I'm gonna wait till the finale, then I'll binge it.
Because I'm planning, after it ends, to start a new series on the channel about TV shows. So if you finish binge watching, probably we can do it.
We can.
Because I have not found a lot of fans of This Is Us. I mean,
I'm a huge fan of This Is Us.
There are fans, but I've not found a lot of people who cover it on their channel, especially in India. So that's why I wanted to ask you guys. Even Better Call Saul. I mean, that's also it's in the last season. The
Okay.
end of this season will meet the beginning of Better Call Saul. Oh, sorry, of Breaking Bad.
Okay. Oh, cool. No, I have not watched that also.
Okay, Nona react to unassailable thespian on May
Thespian.
21st. Have you reacted to it?
I have.
Yeah, guys, check it out. She has. It'll be more engaging than me watching it. I think 12th Man is a flop.
Somebody
by the-
wrote.
Okay. All right.
Really, I mean, look at Drishyam too.
Yeah, so
really
I'm
bad, like
hyped for that movie. But guys, we'll wrap it up now. Any last question? Ask us. And just before we end, thoughts on Vikram trailer and all the rumors around it with they're building a universe
Surya.
and all.
Surya is
Yeah.
Vikram. That's the biggest comment, like the most repeated comment.
LCU.
So I was like,
LCU, Lokesh Cinematic Universe.
I am excited, very, very excited. I love all the three actors, and if I feel that none of them are Vikram. That's what I guessed while watching the trailer, and I feel that the central to this plot is the little kid over there.
Yeah.
I don't know
Who's
why
Vikram?
I feel like, and if that turns out to be Surya, that'll be awesome. So I'm looking forward to it. So I think Friday I'll probably catch up Vikram and Major back to back. That's what I'll do. Those two are on my, because they will get the maximum screens.
Yeah.
Prithviraj will get only, but rather than that, these two will have more shows.
Yeah. Keshav?
My thoughts on Vikram trailer is that YouTube algorithm does not work very well for me. Because it's the first time I was on time the moment the trailer dropped. I just within an hour I wrote my thoughts and just recorded the audio and put together the trailer in such a way that I don't get copyright claim as well. So much of hard work, and then to find out only 500 views in 2 days. I literally got a comment on my Vikram trailer video from somebody who says, how come you got so many views on Janagana Mana? Are all those paid propaganda views or something like that?
Oh, man.
When your other videos are struggling to get to 500. So, I mean, I wish I could make him, explain how it works. But jokes apart, I'm pretty intrigued with it because ever since the teaser came out in 2020, and that was such an amazing teaser, man.
Yeah.
That whole
I love that teaser.
Yeah, I mean that's how teasers and trailers should be cut. So much of hype was created just with that teaser and that Vikram theme by Anirudh. So ever since that, I was very much looking forward, and also because of the cast. I mean, three stalwarts of Indian cinema, and because it's so rare that Fafa does Tamil films, and when he does, super deluxe, look at the kind of film it ended up. And so now if he's doing this, then I'm sure that the film would have some sort of substantial content, and that's why he agreed to do it in first place. So, and do you guys feel that these days, a lot of this Nelson cinematic universe and now this Lokesh cinematic universe, and pehle wo who's the Minnal Murli director, uska bhi universe people are creating. So, yeah, everyone is just putting CU with every director's name. In Beast, this guy Nelson brought 2 characters from Doctor in Beast.
Yeah.
So people are connecting dots. Like here also in that Lokesh will bring somebody from Caddy or his earlier films.
Even Master people are saying. That'd be a little too much.
Wow. No, I don't think.
I just what I enjoy is the hype. Like, I like when people are so excited about an Indian film because I've grown up having this hype only for Marvel or Hollywood films, right? So I love that people are making fan theories, with even KGF and all of that, Salar and everything. So that I love that. I'm sure again, it doesn't translate to anything. What the film will be and if it's really happening or not, we'll never know.
Right.
But as you said, that the first teaser with the the music and Kamal Hassan just prepping with the guns and everything, I was like blown away by it. And from that,
Same. I think
after
a lot of
that,
people were
whatever has been released, right, the teaser, song, trailer, anything, nothing has even come close to it.
Yeah.
So I have fingers crossed that at least we have something of that level in the movie. At least maybe they are just not revealing it.
Let's see.
Hopefully, but hopefully that level of first I thought the whole movie is just in a one room, and that's where the first rumors came out that it's like Kamal Hassan, retired guy, and people are come to kill him in a house. That's it.
Oh no, so
Kind of.
a friend of mine. So he's a Tamilian, and he's a director. I worked with him when I was in Chennai. So his theory was, after watching that teaser, is that Kamal Hassan is blind. He's playing a blind guy. So
Okay.
I just based on that teaser itself, until the trailer hadn't come. So
Yeah.
I then had to look at the teaser once again in that perspective. Okay, maybe it makes sense. Maybe it's true. Because and so many theories, as you're saying, I won't be surprised if in future we also start watching films in Indian cinema where there are post-credit scenes and people are waiting.
There already is,
that-
right? There's already is.
There already are.
So many films have.
KGF had post-credit scene.
No, more and more.
Yeah.
Right now we are only in the initial period of that happening, right? Like Marvel. So more and more films will follow that path.
Even so many Hollywood films are doing it now.
Oh, but don't. I didn't like the Doctor Strange, the second post-credit scene. I mean, people waited for so.
The best post-credit scene ever, man. I loved it. I made
That was rubbish.
everyone I could stay back to watch it. Recently, I watched the film again and I told my friend, dude, you have to wait for it. I'll just come back. I'll go washroom and stay till the end. And then I don't know like why he's calling me so many times and all of that, but yeah.
I even had a warning from a friend who had seen it before me, and she told that there's no use of the second post-credit scene, and yet I sat through.
Man, like even if someone had told me, I would watch it. And then
I
shout
would
at that
also
person.
watch it, yeah. That for Marvel movie, I wouldn't miss it.
Yeah. Even KGF, I think producer said we are planning like a Marvel universe. Let's see.
But Vikram, do you think so when Master came and they the only thing in the interviews was 50% location, 50% Vijay, and now with Vikram people are saying it's more than 50% of location.
Someone just said in the chat 100%.
Yeah. So, but did you think in the trailer or teaser, especially in trailer, it doesn't look like it'll end up as 100% location, because there are.
Even I don't think.
yeah.
I don't think. There will be some influence of the star, but I think there would be fan service. This I say in my reaction also, that I still feel it'll be similar to Master, where it's a bit of fan service and then Lokesh's own flavor in the film.
I feel like if he could do 50% with Vijay, who's such a big, guy, I'm sure he can pull off more with this film. And I think he himself said, I want to give Kamal Hassan, I am a big fan, I want to give him a big epic action movie. So maybe the the hero moments are from him himself, and it's basically 100%. And I think Kamal Hassan is someone who is known to interfere a lot, but also maybe he didn't. He maybe loved the vision Lokesh had. So until the movie, we cannot really say. But just that Master watch 50, I am that happy. So I have trust in him. But looking forward to that film on 3rd. My pick will be first Vikram. Second, depending on the shows available and what language here, it will be very difficult. Depending on that, then Prithviraj, Major, and the 4th film. I don't think the 4th film will release, so no point. OTT, Zindabad.
I'll only be able to watch Vikram, and because I have a song coming out that weekend, so I won't have much time anyway.
Okay.
Vikram also because I run this channel. Otherwise, I would have delayed that.
Fahad acted just because Kamal's come back, not because of script. He said it somewhere.
Oh,
Okay.
that's actually not
Actually,
a great
he-
thing to say in the build-up to the film, because that will make people.
No, I think
okay,
he said that like when it was announced. I don't know. Man.
Even then, I
He
mean,
looked the most interesting guy in the trailer, so hopefully it's something good. Jokes apart,
I
Kailash
don't know,
Jairam
I'm
is playing son of
interested
Kamal
in
Hassan.
Vijay Sethupathiy's character.
Yeah,
I'm very
Sethupathi.
excited.
He's
Yeah,
always he's
no,
always
but
He
amazing.
looked so menacing.
he took over the screen presence like nobody else, because
I was like, wow, he looked so menacing.
especially that
I was so interested in
last
his,
frame. Do you remember, like his face is having
like he's
something?
staring like that. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Some dirt or
Mask.
something.
I
Some
I,
ash.
I love the color correction of the whole trailer, man. Like I'm so looking forward just for the color tones of the film. Right from the first that rain scene where people are standing with umbrellas, the colors just attract your eyeballs.
Correct. Lokesh knows how to make a nice mass plus class film. He's known for
I
that.
love these words, man. Mass. This is a mass movie. This is a class movie. This is mass plus class.
Mass plus class. That's what audience knows. These are the terms that are thrown around.
We should call it mlas.
Mass.
All right. So people are saying Kaiser Jairam is playing Son of Kamal Hassan. A lot of comments on that. All right, guys. Last word on Puru. We went to a different tangent altogether. Go.
Okay, start with Keshav.
Putting me under the spot, but so I my first reaction to the moment I finished the film was okay, this is a film which I just cannot right now go into writing a review and then putting the video. I need to sleep over it. I need to just let it sink in, because it's not just another run of the mill Malayalam film. It has its own fair share of complexities, and then I was also awestruck by Mammootty's performance. So that's why I put it just yesterday on Monday when the film came out on Friday. So that's there, and I think it's an impressive debut for Ratheena, and I'm sure there's a very bright future ahead, and I think with the resources she got, and the star cast, not just Mammootty but Parvati as well. So I think she made sure that they play those characters with subtlety, and underplaying with and not coming out as the larger than life character. So that was, I think, as a director, it was a win-win. But as a storyteller, I thought the editing could have been tad bit better to have a more structured and organic ending, rather than too much happening quickly at the end to reveal a lot of things.
Hello everyone. For me, I feel it was like I felt the ending was very rushed. Like Keshav said, it didn't feel very organic. But other than that, what my biggest takeaway from this movie is, Mamuka playing such a character, and more like a character study for me.
Yeah.
That I found this character very intriguing, because when I think from that character's perspective, uh, it's very interesting, because I made that inference that you cannot change people like that. Where, Parvati being the sister, she always had this hope that my brother will change. But when I'm thinking, like as an audience, and when I'm sort of trying to empathize with this character, I felt in my heart that nothing in this world, no opinion, or no matter how many discussions you have with a person like this, it's like banging your head against a wall. That's the inference I took out, which kind of made me sad, because I'm pretty sure there are people like him who exist in our world, in our society.
Yeah.
And you can't do anything to change their perspective. You cannot have a discussion with them. So it kind of made me sad, but it was like a revelation also for me. So maybe pick your battles if you encounter a person like this in future, or just plainly avoid. So yeah, that's my, I think, biggest takeaway, that I sort of inferred something about this character.
Okay, someone heard it. Okay. Nothing.
And also the title was very apt.
Yeah.
Because they left it on to the audience to interpret how they want to interpret Koda or Worm. And
Right.
As I explained before, like I could interpret it in 3 different ways. And there are millions of movie watchers and millions of ways that anybody can interpret it using their own sensibilities and the depending on the kind of cinema they like and the kind of cinema they've grown up watching. So that's the beauty of cinema. I mean, it's escape from reality, and it's up to you how you want to interpret and how you like. Nona had this theory of him hallucinating the end, so it just
Right.
makes it all the more interesting.
Not my theory. It was a comment. Don't want to take the credit. But yeah, guys, my last thought is that it may be a benign disaster, but the film is not at all a disaster. It's amazing film. At the end, it doesn't work for me the way maybe the makers wanted to pull it off. But definitely, I'm making one more video about it, a special video coming soon. So do subscribe for that. And yeah, it was an very well made film for a debutant director. Very well done. I think everything Mammootty was the shining person, but throughout the
Yeah.
film, I was, as I said, benign disaster. Why? Because I loved it until that last moment, which spoils my whole mood about the film because the way it ends. But anyways, those are our thoughts. Check out Ashmita Chechi with I Just Checked in Review, and check out Keshav Vudia with all things cinema.
All Things Cinema podcast. Yeah.
Check those channels out in the title. Just click on that and you can check out their channels. And thank you for joining us. And Hari Krishna says, I'll end this stream with that. East or West, Mammootty is the best. And don't forget Janagana Mana discussion when the film comes out, guys. Do join us for that. Bye. See ya. Good night.
Yo. Bye bye, guys.